Hello everyone, welcome to Boxed Up Comics. My name is Hernan and today I'm going to be sharing with you what I was able to get autographed at Fan Expo 2024. Real quick, I want to show you a video of what it was like at the convention, and then after that we'll get right onto the comic books. Check out the video, see you in a bit. Here with John Boy Mayers. What's up?
What's up? Signing these awesome books
For Boxed Up Comics.
You know, I was there when I was from 19 to 20. I took 2 little treasures.
So the good thing about
Thank
these
you.
things is like, if you get one of these little fan things.
That's super smart. Look at that. Look at that.
I can't
Only
take
one.
I can't take credit because my wife's actually, because also my agent was telling me that I needed to do this. So.
That's awesome. All right,
So
thank
how's
you
the
very
show
much.
going?
It's great. It's
Yeah?
great.
You having a
Yeah.
good time?
Yeah. What's your
Yeah.
favorite part of the show?
I think meeting people, because
Yeah.
like usually when you start talking to people and find out what they collect, it's usually the same stuff I collect, so we can kind of geek
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
over-
nice.
Yeah.
Love that. Love
Yeah.
that.
I'm really loving Transformers, by the way, right now.
Yes. Yes.
Really well
It's
done.
hitting off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And your work just top
It's-
10.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
the
stories
G1
too.
stuff,
Yeah.
And it's kind of riffing off the kind of the G1, but then kind
Yeah.
of takes it in its own little thing.
Yeah.
So, and it
Nice.
ties to G.I. Joe so nicely, which is nice.
That's awesome. Welcome back again. Hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said before, I want to show you what I got autographed. So first we're going to start with Greg Land, Ultimate Fantastic Four number 30, which is the first cover appearance of the Marvel Zombies. So here I had him autograph it in white at the bottom. Pretty awesome cover. So very excited to have met him again. I actually met him a while back when I was, I don't know, 25, 27, something like that. I'm 44 now, so it's been a while. So the other Greg Land cover or comic that I got is the Adamantium Agenda, Hunt for Wolverine number 2. That one I had him do it in silver. So it's not that noticeable. I don't know if you can see it. It's not that noticeable because it's very thin. I gave him one of my markers thinking it was a thick marker, and it wasn't. But it was a brand new marker because his wasn't working. So it's still autographed, and it's one of my favorite covers. I mean, look at that. Look at Wolverine. That's awesome. So I'm very excited to get that autographed. Next, David Nakayama. And this one, it's a modern recent comic that came out, Edge of Spider-Man number one. And that's the Mary Jane in the Spider-Man suit cover. Got that autographed there in black. The next two that I got autographed, they're my favorite, and I got them autographed in awesome colors. So Thundercats number 1, the foil version by David Nakayama, and he did it down here in orange, which is awesome. So very excited about that one. I'm a huge Thundercats fan. When I was a kid in Argentina, I used to watch it all the time. So yeah, that's awesome. Next, you know what? I don't actually know what number this is, so let me make sure. But this is a Virgin cover, and it's Fall of X, and I think it's an X-Men title. Let me make sure. Even though it's a sticky. Oh, Uncanny Avengers #2. Sorry about that. Okay, so that one I got it autographed in a kind of neon. No, it's not neon, but it's a light green that came out looking neon. So it's Rogue. It's a fashion model version of Rogue. Pretty cool. Very cool cover. Um, and it was awesome to meet David Nakayama. He's always super nice, and he's always such a nice guy. Next, it was Grummet, and this is Superboy #0. Grummet autographed it right there. Wish I would have told him to do it in silver everywhere in all my comics, but he just grabbed the black and started going. After all the comics, they were all free, so I love free autographs. So I didn't, say anything. I just let him autograph all of them. This one I remember picking it up at the local grocery store when I was a kid, when I was about 15 or 16. The Adventures of Superman #498, and it's Funeral for a Friend #1. I believe there were like 12 of them or something like that. And I always thought, that was such a great piece of art, the way he was drawn and everything, and Grummet did the actual art on that. So he also did this cover, which is one of my favorite Supergirl covers, The Adventures of Superman #502, Boy Meets Girl, which is where Supergirl and the new Superboy meet. So yeah, it was awesome. That's one of the 4 Superman that comes out after he dies, before he gets resurrected. So next, I actually found this one at a comic shop like a day or two before the convention, and I got lucky. I paid cover price, so I'm just glad I got it. And it is Thundercats #2. So I got 1 and 2, both foil covers. And this one is signed by Parrillo, which is the artist on this cover. And it's another foil too. So very cool cover. Next, John Boy Mayers. He did some autographs for my Transformer #4 and Justice League versus Godzilla and King Kong. So this is #4, Transformers, and the other one is Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Number 3. That was one of my favorite covers. Had to get it, and got John Boy Mayer's autograph on there. And he was awesome to meet. As you saw in the video, I was able to chat with him. He let me record, and yeah, he was awesome. Again, as you probably saw in the video, he's a really cool guy. So awesome chat with him. Next, Finch, David Finch, the New Avengers #1. I found this one for like $2 at the half price books. For those who are not from Texas or don't have those stores in your state, those are basically bookstores that sell their books at half price. Of course, they have comic books that are super overpriced. This is just happen to be with all their $1 to $2 books, and I usually find, not always, but 1 out of 3 to 4 times that I go, I'll find cool stuff like this that you don't expect. I also found this one there, but this one was actually pretty beat up. But all it needs is a press, and I think it'll take most of the flaws out. This one is Wonder Woman #36, classic David Finch cover. It's so awesome. He's such a great artist. Next, X-Force #9 by Craig Cowell, Christopher Yost, and Mike Coy, the artist. So both writers and the artist. So I got this autographed by all 3 down here. I was able to get a poster from them autographed by all three of them. It's awesome. I'll tell the story about it on my next video, so be on the lookout for that video because I'll be showing all the other stuff that I got. Next, Jeff Loeb, Wolverine. So he's a writer for many Marvel stuff that he did. This is Wolverine number 55, and this is the death of Sabretooth with the Muramasa blade. Wolverine chops his head off. So it's a very cool story. He did great, and I was able to find this second variant print in black and white, and it's actually has some value to it. The regular Wolverine 55 doesn't really have any value, but like $5 or something. But this one is actually like 10 to 15, I think. So, and it's in great condition. So, next, the Uncanny X-Men number 273. This is a cool book because this is actually the first time that Gambit and Wolverine fight. And this one, as you can see, this is all the artists that have autographed this book. So you can see they're just everywhere. There. I got Mark Silvestri. Yeah, there's just a bunch. And the one that I got autographed now is Klaus Janson, which I believe was one of the artists. Yeah, I don't think he was the inker. I think he was one of the artists. So very cool in the inside. So obviously the front is Jim Lee, but yeah, so very cool to have that. I love Gambit. I love Wolverine. The fact that this was their first fight, so that is a cool one. Next, and getting close to the end. This one is by Capullo, and this is Batman Last Night on Earth, Book 1. I always thought, I haven't read this story, I always thought that was such a cool cover, and I got him to autograph it in that green to match the title. So yeah, I was very happy to see that. I actually had seen him last year. Greg Capullo. I've seen him last year at New York Comic Con. On my last day, on the morning when I was leaving, he was at a coffee shop. I remember yelling his name, going, "Capullo, you're amazing!" And he turns around and smiles and says, "Thank you." So obviously, I was like, he's not going to remember me, but I still told him the story and he thought it was cool. So next, X-Men number 24, classic Andy Kubert cover of Rogue and Gambit kissing. So awesome. Yup. Couldn't wait to get that autograph, and I finally got it. Next, the Uncanny X-Men number 266, which I've shown it in one of my videos in the past last year for New York Comic Con. I had Chris Claremont autograph it there in silver, and now I have Andy Kubert, the artist, on the cover, and this is the first full appearance of Gambit, whether you want to call it the first or second. Most people, if they don't have this one and they have the other one, which is the cameo appearance, they'll say that's the first. Other people say this. I've had this for a while. To me, it's just a cool cover, and I don't care which one is the first or not. But I did happen to run into this at the comic, and I only got it for 25 bucks. X-Men Annual number 14. And that is the actual first appearance of Gambit, because it's his cameo in there. I did run and get Arthur Adams to autograph it, and he was the cover or the artist in this, and he did the cover too. So it's very cool. I kind of wanted it down here in silver, but I literally picked it up, ran to his booth. It was towards the end of the last day, and I just went and got it, and I did it all in a hurry, and I didn't think of it. And of course, he autographs at the very top, which I hate. I don't know why artists do that. They autograph on top of the title. I get it. Maybe it's an old school way or whatever. Hate it. Hate it so much. I wish it was down here in silver. Would have been 10 times better. But no, he autographed it on the title. And then he also put the date. I don't know why they put dates. I don't know why artists put dates. All these autographs that I got, it's the only one that put a date on it. If you know why they do it, explain to me. Maybe you could put it on the comments. Why do they put the date on it. But I'm glad that I got his autograph. I'm glad I got the book, and I got it in very inexpensive, right? This is a what, 40 in its condition. It's a $40 to $45 book, and I got it for 25, so almost half off. So I'm not complaining at all. And I actually got the autograph. I don't know if he'll come back to Texas or not, but I am happy. This next one made me beyond happy. So I'm waiting for a long time for Mike Cho and to get his autograph on this New Avengers number 15. Now, you might not be able to clearly see it. Okay, I'll do a little close up. It's right here. And as you can tell, he did a sketch, but I didn't pay for that. Everyone was waiting for so long. He did a few sketches for certain people, and I got lucky enough to get it. I asked him in orange because I wanted the orange to match with some of the orange on her suit. And without the sketch, the signature looks cool in orange, but the sketch kind of disappears a little bit. But in person, it looks amazing, and I can see it, and it is awesome. And it's her face. Yeah, it's awesome. So I didn't even that was a freebie, so I could not complain. So very excited about this book, but not as much as this last book. This is what I mainly went to the convention for. So this is Wolverine number 4. Okay, this is the same book I took to Chris Claremont last year at New York Comic Con and got it autographed. And it's a newsstand, and it is now autographed by Frank Miller right there, and Chris Claremont at the bottom. So most people will get number 1 autographed. I would love to have gotten number 1 and 4, but this is my favorite cover, and I could only afford 1 autograph from Frank Miller because they were expensive. So, but I got it. This is not only a newsstand, and it's in great condition. It's not a 9.8 by far, but it's definitely an 8.5 or higher. And it's actually a Mark Jewelers. It's Mark Jewelers, which is the insert is in blue, which is my favorite color. So I was hoping when I got this that the inside would be in blue, and it was. So everything about this book is amazing to me. And the fact that Frank Miller now autographed it. It's in silver. I don't know if you can see it. You should. In person, it looks super cool. And it's one of those where you see it, but then when you turn it a little bit, the light hits it perfect, and it is amazing. So, yes, I think this cover is my favorite of all the ones he's done. And it's definitely my favorite out of the 4. I like the first one where he's going like this and he has the claws out. I like it, but this is my favorite. So that is it for now. Oh, and I got an opportunity to meet a new friend, Jesse. As you can see, the picture on the corner, I actually met with him later on. He actually gave me one of the prints from the Frank Miller experience that I got to go to at the end, which I'll be talking about on the next video. So props to Jesse. He was real cool. We're friends now. He's from Washington, D.C., but we're going to keep in touch. He travels to cons a lot, so that'll be fun. Hopefully I see him again in the future. And I also met Lenny from Spineworks. I've seen him in the Comics Den videos. I saw him from far away, and I kind of recognize him because I never forget a face, but I am horrible with names. So I was trying to like see if it was him. He was wearing glasses the first day I saw him, and I asked somebody, and they're like, "I don't know who that guy is." But I'm like, "No, I recognize him. I think he's the one from the YouTube videos." Next day, I'm walking through the crowd. It's super packed, and he just walks right in front of me, like it was meant to be. So I tap him in the shoulder. He turns around, and I'm like, "I know you. Are you on YouTube?" And he goes, "Maybe." And then I told him, "You're the one with the guys from Florida, the couple, the redhead and the guy that they collect comics together." And he was like, "Yeah, that's Comics Den." I was like, "Of course." And it was an awesome conversation. Awesome to meet him. If you're watching the video, thank you for the conversation that we had, and for the inspiration. Like I told him about my YouTube video, and he said he was willing to do some collaboration. So hopefully we'll get something going in the near future. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. It only takes a click, and I'll see you on the next one.